Hi guys! In this video, we are going to study about if-else statements, also known as conditional statements in programming language. Rohan loves to play football, but since football is an outdoor game, he cannot play it every day. His decision will depend on the weather. If it's sunny outside, then he goes to play, and if it's rainy, then he stays at home. So, here the condition is applied on the weather, and the weather decides what decision will be made. This was a hypothetical example, but let me give you a real example which you encounter almost daily. Passwords on mobile phones. Today, everyone has passwords on their phones. Ever wondered how that works? Actually, that is based on simple if-else condition. If the password you enter matches the password set, then the phone unlocks. Otherwise, it does not. Yes, now you understand how this technical stuff works, and this is how your simple passwords are programmed. Now, let me show you how if and else if works and what is the pattern of their execution. Let's say Jenny gave an exam and she scored 95 out of 100. Let us store her marks in a marks variable. So, let's create a variable marks and let's store 95 in it. Let's drag an if block from logic category. Now, I'll compare the marks with some other number. So, I say that if marks equals 95, then my program should print marks are 95. Now, if I provide an else if condition and say that if marks are less than or equal to 100, then it should print marks are valid. Now, let's insert an else condition. Else part gets executed if none of the above conditions is satisfied. In else, I will change the marks to 0 and print a statement of marks changed to 0. Now, let's run this code. Okay, so this is the output. Let's see how and why we are getting this output. Our program started to execute from here. Marks was set to 95. Then it came to this if block, it checked the condition and it was true. So it did whatever was written inside its do part. Since a condition got satisfied, else if and else don't matter. Now, let me do some changes in this program. Let me put this else if condition inside if condition. Now, let's run the code and see if this affects our output or not. Okay, so our output has changed and let's understand why. Our program started its execution from the beginning. Marks were set to 95. Then an if block was encountered. The condition was checked and it was true. So the do part of this if statement got executed. Next, again we encountered an if statement. Again the condition was checked, and since it was true, the do part of this if statement also got executed. And since if condition was satisfied, the instructions in else below will not be executed. All this may sound a bit confusing in the beginning, but once you try it yourself, you will find it as easy as ABC. So, keep experimenting!